Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about which units to unlock first in the game. You just jumped in and you want to know where to go first. First of all, I definitely recommend leveling up the Rifleman tree so you can finally get to those Grunts or Grunts M. Normal Grunts have the radio and the Grunts M have this healing perk which basically makes them unkillable by other infantry. And then you definitely want to level up the Bazooka tree because it goes into RPG and then ends up unlocking a couple of different stuff called Mortar Team and Flamethrower. But what we're going to be focusing on is the RPG. It's an extremely cheap unit that deals with tanks and heavily armored vehicles pretty well. Afterwards, you definitely want to prioritize the Mobile Howitzer, which is basically the end line of the field gun, but you don't have to rush that too fast because the field gun is pretty good as well. So you definitely want to have it in each one of your campaigns, but you don't necessarily have to power level it. But something you might want pretty soon is a heavy cargo truck. Those things are pretty dang useful. They are the end of the supply wagon tree and they can heal twice a turn. And then of course you cannot forget about the most OP unit right now. It's the battle tank. That is the end line of the medium tank tree. And honestly, if you want another end line, you could go for the multi-H tank if you have the gems to spare. But battle tank will also do a very good job of a top end. Has extreme attack range and not much mobility and or vision, but it is very tanky, so you won't be disappointed by the battle tank. Definitely pair it up with a heavy cargo though. You want a heavy cargo before actually having battle tank, so you can heal it up whenever it has to. That'll make it even tankier and pretty much unbeatable. Next up are a couple units that you don't necessarily need to prioritize, but you get them as you see fit. So the recoilless rifle is a really good one. It's the end of the anti-tank gun line, and it will help you with killing tanks very well with an extreme range and ambush. Mortar Team is another good mobile artillery. It is a infantry based artillery that is very good at killing infantry. And then two units that are very good that serve a similar purpose are the heavily armed scout or the recon tank. And the recon tank just got buffed, so you might want to check that out. It doesn't move as much as the scout, but it does have a radio that can allow you to support it with some artillery. And then of course the IFV or APC, as you see needed, are very good. They hold infantry and they also hold their own. They have very good cannons and just firepower in general. APC has a radio, while the IFV has some armor piercing capabilities themselves. And that's about the end of the video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, or you can join my Discord and I'll answer whatever you need. I'll see you later. Have a good one.